Hello everyone, today is the 9th of December. If you remember, last week I told you a little about Ibn Battuta, an incredible North African. In the 1300s he travelled all over the world, from West Africa to Spain to China and pretty much everywhere in between. But you don't have to go far to learn a lot. At the extreme other end of the spectrum to Ibn Battuta, take Immanuel Kant as a for instance. He is one of the absolute giants of modern European philosophy. And whether we are aware of it or not, he has influenced the views of millions of us about how people should be free to think for themselves, how people shouldn't be used or abused, how morality works best if people do the right thing because they believe in it rather than because they've been forced to. His thinking played a massive part in laying the foundation for condemning the brutality of slavery and war in the modern world. It also contributed to calls for equality and democratic representative government. Not bad, especially when you consider that he never travelled further than a few miles from the town where he was born. It is said he never saw a mountain or the sea, though the Baltic was not far from where he lived. In their different ways, Battuta and Kant were on journeys. One travelled outward, one travelled inward. Both were committed to learning and understanding. And each one of us is on a journey. Probably our journeys combine elements of the outward and the inward, the active and the engaged, entwined with the reflective and the spiritual. You know, I really like the way in Bandside we understand that while everybody is on a journey of faith and life, folk may well be at different stages. So we give one another space and treat everybody with understanding and respect. Perhaps though, wherever we are on our individual journeys, there are experiences we share in common and can all relate to. I imagine we have all gone through times of chaos and trouble, times when we have been filled with uncertainty and fear, when the darkness has settled in around us. At such times, I hope and trust and pray you have found light, even just a glimmer of light for your journey. Remember that glimmer, remember that little light when you run into hard, chaotic times again. It's part of learning to trust that the darkness will not last forever. Perhaps many of us can relate to how, as we have made our way in the world, we've had a sense of freedom and possibility to spread our wings, set targets and achieve things. But then we've encountered roadblocks. The way ahead has become unclear. The temptation to turn back and give up has been alluring. At such times, I hope and trust and pray you have found enough light to keep going, moving forward in the right direction. Looking back over the course of time, remember how far you've come and give thanks for all the times of guiding light. Of course, I hope we've all enjoyed special times on our journeys, when friendships have grown, when we have discovered deep truth to live by, when faith has become real or more alive, occasions and moments flooded with light, mountaintop experiences. Remember how and when and where you've been blessed by such light, and give thanks. It may also be that many of us know how, when life is good and light is at its brightest, we still manage to go wrong, chasing shadows and choosing darkness. If you're able, remember how and when and where and perhaps why you have wandered from the light. But more importantly, remember that because God loves us all, there will be light again. As we journey through Advent this year, remember how God comes to us in Jesus, the light of the world, offering us a baby's hand to hold. You know, you may never travel outwards around the world like Ibn Battuta, or into the depths of abstract philosophical thought like Immanuel Kant. But I hope and I trust and I pray that your journey brings you to Bethlehem, and that, whether for the first time or in a new way, arriving there this year changes your head and your heart and how you live in the world. God bless. Bye for now.